Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Omastar. Omastar is an absolutely fantastic Pokemon. I really love it. I think it's super cool. It has some good abilities in Weak Armor and it also has access to Swift Swim, which being able to set up its own Swift Swim when Dynamaxing is really cool as well. Base 115 in special attack and 125 in defense, obviously absolutely huge stats, and base 70 in special defense and 70 in HP means that hopefully it can live a couple of hits. Only issue is base 55 and speed, but as I said, you've got things like weak armor, and you've also got swift swim, as well as things like shell smash that can allow for you to increase up that speed quite significantly. So today for Omastar we've got 5 sets, but before I jump into that, if you could scroll down and click the like button and also the subscribe button, maybe turn on those notifications as well, it would really help me out. I'd really appreciate it because one, it helps the videos to be seen more if they've got more interactivity on them, and also it helps me to grow the channel, and I would really love to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So, first set we've got today is a Shell Smash White Herb set. So Shell Smash obviously doubles your attack, special attack, and your speed. Your special attack obviously being 361 to start with, that takes you to 722, which is absolutely huge. And then your speed goes from 209 to 418, outspeeding basically everything. Basically everything that isn't like super fast scarfed. I've got the White Herb there to mitigate the lower in your defense and your special defense, and I've also put weak armor on here. This could be overkill. This could definitely be overkill in the sense that it lowers your defense by 1, but would raise your speed even more if you're hit by a physical attack. You could always go for Swift Swim in case the rain gets set up, or you could also go for Shell Armor, so you can't be struck by a critical hit. Basically, you could go for all 3 of these abilities in this set if you wanted to. Move-wise, I've gone for Scald. Scald is a powerful water-type attack. It's boosted by Stab, has a 30% chance to burn the opposing Pokemon, so it can work really nicely for you. We've got Earth Power, powerful ground-type attack, hits a lot of different Pokemon, and just causes damage to different things. And then finally, you've got Ancient Power. Ancient Power is a powerful Rock-type attack. It has the 10% opportunity to increase up all of your stats, so your attack, defense, special defense, and your speed by 1 stage, and that could work really nicely for you if that was to happen. But obviously, if not, it is a base 60 power rock type attack and can hit a lot of different Pokemon. We've also got access to things like Ice Beam if you want to go for that as well, just to allow for you to be able to do damage to different Pokemon, including things like Grass types, which are 4 times weak to. EV's gone for max special attack and max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say you need to go for the plus speed nature here because obviously having 418 in your speed is going to allow you to outspeed the vast majority of Pokemon there. EVs. next set we're going for is a Power Herb Meteor Beam set. So Meteor Beam obviously introduced in the Isle of Armor DLC, but Meteor Beam allows you to, on the first turn, set up your special attack by 1 stage, and on the second turn it allows you to use a very powerful, base 120 power rock type move. Now with the Power Herb you can do that all in 1 turn, which can work really nicely for you. We've also got Swift Swim as our ability, so if you have a Drizzle Pokemon such as Pelipper, that could work in nice combination with Omastar as well, because Pelipper is neutral on the grass types, whereas Omastar, it does take the damage from the electric types, but it's only 2 times on electric rather than 4 times on electric, so that could potentially work as a nice combo there. Meteor Beam allowing you to raise up your special attack by 1 stage, and then you can hit a Pokemon really powerfully and potentially take them out. Then you've got Hydro Pump, which is a powerful water type attack. Now, if you use Dynamax here and use Hydro Pump to set up the rain through Max Geyser, you could definitely do that to sort yourself out. We've got Ice Beam, which is a powerful ice type attack, again covering different Pokemon, and then Earth Power, powerful ground type attack, just hitting things like steel types, which can hit you quite annoyingly, and just general coverage on a lot of different Pokemon. EV's gone for max special attack and max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. If you want to go for like, like the Battle Armor, is it Battle Armor? Sorry, Shell Armor. You could always go for the max HP, max special attack with the modest nature if you want to. It's entirely up to you what you decide to go for there. Moving on to our 3rd set, we have now got a Hazard Setter. Now this is a fantastic Hazard Setter because we have Stealth Rocks, Toxic Spikes, and Spikes all on the same set. Now I'd recommend putting Leftovers on here to allow you to heal yourself up a little bit through turns. I've kept Weak Armor on there as a potential option. You could also go for Shell Armor here as well. I think Shell Armor might work very nicely, but you could also have the Weak Armor allowing you to increase up your speed to potentially get that fast knockoff off as well. Stealth Rocks. Now, Stealth Rocks works really nicely. It dwindles down Pokemon, it breaks their sashes, and obviously if they switch in and they are fire, ice, flying, or bug type, they're going to take 25% damage. If they're a combination of the two of them, they're going to take 50% damage, which is going to be very huge for you, being able to break things like sashes and also dwindle them down quite quickly. They've then got Toxic Spikes. Now, 1 layer poisons the Pokemon, 2 layers toxics the Pokemon. Now, with this, it only affects Pokemon that touch the ground, so not Levitate or Flying type Pokemon, and it also does not affect Steel types, which wouldn't be affected anyways, and it if a poison type comes in, they will absorb those spikes, so do be cautious of that because it can be something that might not be worth setting up if your opposing team has got a lot of those Pokemon that aren't affected. I've then got for Knockoff. Knockoff is a really good move to get rid of items. Let's face it, a lot of Pokemon become a lot less scary without their items. And then we've got Toxic Spikes. Now, 3 layers of Toxic Spikes will take 25% damage on anything that touches the ground. Now, if you had a Gravity user in the back as well, that could work quite nicely in combination too. But Spikes, Stealth Rock, and Toxic Spikes hopefully will combine all together to be able to allow you to set up a lot of hazards on the opposing team and really dwindle them down quite a bit. Eevee's gone for max HP and max defense with an impish nature, so more defense, less special attack, and 4 EVs in attack. You could always go for a max special defense and max HP if you wanted to instead. It's up to you, basically, if you want to be tankish on both sides or if you want to have a really strong defensive outlook initially. Moving on to the 4th Omastar set, I've gone for a Choice Spec set here. Now, you can also use this potentially as a Dynamax set, but it won't necessarily work too well for you because just a couple of different options. Now, if you was to use this as Dynamax set, you can set up your Swift Swim ability, you can use the Surf as Max Geyser to increase up your speed, to double your speed, and when you're Dynamax, you're not actually locked into a move, so if you Dynamax straight off, use that Max Geyser, get your speed to double, and then you can use Earth Power to increase up your special defense through Max Quake. You've got Blizzard to be able to set up the heal, if, for example, the Swift Swim is not going to be beneficial, if there's like a Trick Room or something, you could have the Blizzard, set up the Max Hailstorm, set up the hail, then use Blizzard at 100% accuracy, and you could also set up the Sandstorm if you needed to with Ancient Power there, but ideally what you would really be going for here would be the Surf and the Earth Powers whilst to Dynamax, raising up your special defense and allowing for you to set up the Rain. You may want to go for, instead of Choice Specs, maybe go for like a Damp Rock to extend the range from 5 turns to 8 turns, but Choice Specs should work very nicely because it does increase up that power of your special attack there as well. EVs, again, max special attack, max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack and less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Again, you don't really need to go for the plus speed nature because with that Swift Swim, you're going to outspeed a lot of different Pokemon. And finally, I've gone for a physical set. Now, base 60 attack stat is very low, and this is a bit more of a gimmicky set, but I thought, screw it, let's go for it. We've got a Choice Band here. Choice Band allows for you to increase your special attack by 1 stage, and this also works as a Dynamax set. So again, I've got Swift Swim here. That Waterfall allows for you to increase up your speed through that Swift Swim by setting up the Rain. We've got Gyro Ball. Now, Gyro Ball turns into Max Steel Spike, increasing up your defense stat. That could work very nicely for you also. Submission turns to Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage. Now, hopefully, if you use that once or twice, that would allow for you to get 480 in your attack stat, which means that actually you would do a lot of damage. And then finally, we've got Stone Edge. If you need to set up the Sandstorm, for example, that could work for you. Now, you don't have to go for the Choice Band here. You can go for red cards, you can go for things like Life Orb there as well if you wanted to, but that's up to you. Now, as I said, there's more of a gimmicky set. Eevee's gone for max attack with a potentially, well, where's it gone Brave Nature? I don't know why it's gone Brave Nature here. Like, I don't know, I think I just automatically clicked on it and Smogon's done it wrong. So you could go for the Adamant Nature there, some more attack, less special attack, and then you could go for an increased speed there of 178 with the max speed investment. With 31 EVs, that goes to 209. I don't know why Smogon is being weird, or sorry, Showdown's being weird. But yeah, that's basically how I think you could run it. very gimmicky. You give it a try, see how it works for you. Again, you could go for like the Shell Smash variant here if you wanted to as well, and go for the physical set. But yeah, up to you. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.